What's going on, guys? We are back with another video. My name is Edward Peters. I'm a recording, mixing, and mastering engineer from Harrisburg, PA. And in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down how to use Gold Clip and Hi-Fal by Schwabe Digital. Before we get started, I just want to say I appreciate every single person who checked out my 2026 Pro Tools template. You guys are incredible. I appreciate the support so much, and I hope to be able to continue my journey with this YouTube channel and grow and be consistent and continue to keep making these videos for you guys. I'm glad that you guys are telling me how much I'm helping you guys. Thank you guys so much for that. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So I have a song pulled up here, and it's fully mixed and mastered. The mix bus is where all my master plugins are. Basically, I have Gold Clip as one of the plugins, and I have Hi-Fal as one of the plugins. And I'm going to show you why I chose those plugins and what they're doing, their utility, everything behind them. So first things first. This is the final master in the session, okay? If you take a master and you just stick it on with no clipping, no nothing, and you try to turn the volume up, what's going to happen is you're going to attenuate too much, and you're going to crush the dynamics, you're going to crush the low end, and it's going to sound horrible. So what we do in the music industry is we take a plugin like a clipper, and we clip the peaks before we drive it into a limiter. The reason being is that you can get the volume much louder, and I'm going to demonstrate this for you right now. So if you take a look at my mix bus, we have a couple plugins. We have Pro Q4 for mid-side EQing. We have a tape machine. Ignore these two plugins, whatever. We'll talk about those at the end of the session. The first plugin is Gold Clip, and what I'm doing is I'm clipping the peaks before I send it into God Particle, Hi-Fal, and my limiter. So we're going to take a look at the limiter here, and we're going to play a section of the song with Gold Clip on, and then we're going to play that same section with Gold Clip off. And the thing that we're going to be paying attention to is this attenuation right here. With Gold Clip on, you're going to see an attenuation of between 2 to 2.7. With it off, you're going to see that number double. So first things first, we're going to play the song, this chunk of the song, and just listen to the song, the dynamics of it, and then pay attention to what's going on here in the attenuation.
Riding in that foreign car, I whip it like I stole it. Just to come and spin your block, pussy, that's the motive. Bitch, I call it rap and we gon' send you where your bros is. And I ain't trying to pull up, that's that spot is where the hoes is.
Negative 2.6 on the attenuation. This is fine. It's a little pushing it. I like to be around 2, but this is fine. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go into Gold Clip and we're going to turn this off, but we're not going to turn off the whole plugin. I'm just going to set the ceiling back to 0, so it's not clipping anything. And then we're going to take a look at the limiter again, and we're going to see how much is attenuating. And we're going to also take a look at the dynamics. So pay attention to the number, and let's play that same chunk of volume.
Riding in that foreign car, I whip it like I stole it. Just to come and spin your block, pussy, that's the motive. Bitch, I call it rap and we gon' send you where your bros is. And I ain't trying to pull up, that's that spot is where the hoes is.
So we're attenuating -5, okay? So that is way too much. You're crushing the signal. If you can hear the vocals sound crunchy-ish, the beat doesn't sound great. It doesn't sound full. It sounds very hollow and thin. So that is really why we're using Gold Clip first, right? You're clipping the. So let me actually play it and let me show you what's going on inside of Gold Clip.
Riding in that foreign car, I whip it like I stole it. Just to come and spin your block, pussy, that's the motive.
You seen that peak in the beginning?
Riding in that.
You see how it's clipping that off? So you would drive this down the ceiling, okay, until you're clipping about 2 to 4 dBs in the clipper.
Riding in that foreign car, I whip it like
I'm clipping a bit much.
Riding in that foreign car, I whip it like I stole it. Just to come and spin your block.
But the big parts are going to be clipping a bit more, obviously. When the bass and the vocals hit together real hard, it's going to clip hard. Like 3 dBs is fine. And then in here, you're going to be seeing the numbers. You're going to be seeing... Look.
Riding in that foreign car, I whip it like I stole it. Just to come and spin your block, pussy, that's the motive.
Like that's perfect. So all you're doing is driving the ceiling down and you're clipping the top peaks of the signal. Then you're driving it into... I'm driving it into here. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm deaf in one ear and I'm mixing in headphones, right? Like a killer duo of just to get terrible mixes. So I have to work with myself. So I use I use God Particle to see where my levels are at with the high, mids, and lows. And I also use it for stereo widening and just for all that stuff, because my hearing, I can't really do stereo widening and stuff like that. So the fact that this plugin can handle that for me is awesome. So After that, we're going into this plugin called Hi-Fal. This plugin is awesome. I'm on the 30-day trial right now. I just got it to check out the trial, and I don't know too much about it, but I'm gonna try to break down as much as I can about it. So this plugin is not the same as Suit 2. This plugin is called a high frequency acceleration limiter. It is a specialized audio plugin designed to control, smooth, and manage high frequency harshness in modern mixing and mastering without dulling the sound. So what does that mean, right? Okay, so what that means is Suit 2 is a dynamic suppressor. It's suppressing the dynamics that are harsh. Hi-Fal is limiting them. So basically what's happening is when high frequency harshness comes through, it's not letting it come through a certain point. Instead of turning it down, it's just not letting it come through a certain point. What we're doing is we're finding the section that is ugly. That's the best way for me to put it, the simplest way. And the way to do that is by using this slider right here and this headphone button. So this headphone button, when it's activated, is you're only going to hear what it's bringing out of this vocal. So when you play it, you're not going to hear anything because we're not bringing anything down. The threshold isn't low enough. As we bring the threshold down, you're going to start to hear stuff come out of the vocal. And then if we exaggerate it, I like it to just be tickling one and then like almost like if you need to bring it to 2, fix your mix. That's what I think about it. Just pulling it down to like right here. It's creeping around 1. Right? And then turn the headphones off. Riding in that foreign car, whip it like I stole it. Now it has a channel link so you can check it in stereo and mono. So you can put it over on this side. This is mono. I think this is like a bleed of stereo and mono, and then this would be stereo. Attack, fast and slow, pretty standard settings. I keep it on fast and fast. So it has presets right here, and you can do Schwabe Digital's presets. Ryan Schwabe, you can actually use his preset. You can use Ben Thomas's preset. The one that I'm using is Ben Thomas Mix Bus Start. Great preset. And I also trust in Ben Thomas for pretty much everything that comes with mixing. So let's take a look at the solo bands here. If you play it, and then you solo this band, it's going to show you where the frequencies start to become ugly. Like this right here would be considered a good frequency, and then I'll show you where it would be considered ugly. Did you hear why I stopped it there? And if you did hear why I stopped it here, comment below so other people can kind of get an understanding of what's going on, because it's hard for me to explain it, but like you can kind of hear the crackling and the crispiness of a vocal start to come out. That's what I look for. But I mean, these frequencies down here also don't sound good, so you have to be able to know not good by like this is bad, you know what I mean? Same thing with the one over here. I'll solo it. Like this is negligible. This is where you're gonna start to get hearing stuff. And you know, the one thing that I'm not sure about this plugin yet is that this one says 1 kilohertz, and then this one says 1 kilohertz is where it would start. Is it like 2 of the same bands? Like I don't get that part like at all. I don't understand that. And then of course, because you're bringing the volume down with the slider here, that's what's going on. You're bringing the volume down. You want to increase the trim a bit to match the volume. So this is the sound you get beforehand. I'll play that chunk of audio, and I want you to pay attention to the harshness, and then I'll play it again right after super fast. I'm not even going to talk. I'm just going to play it again with it on. And I just want you to really hear the difference, okay? So let's play it all first and be ready for me to turn it on. Let's get it. Riding in that foreign car, whip it like I stole it. Just to come and spin your block, pussy, that's the motive. Bitch, I call it rapping, we gon' send you where your bros is. And I ain't trying to pull up, that's that spot is where the hose is. Let's get it. Riding in that foreign car, whip it like I stole it. Just to come and spin your block, pussy, that's the motive. Bitch, I call it rapping, we gon' send you where your bros is. And I ain't trying to pull up, that's that spot is where the hose is. I know you heard that difference. I know you can hear the difference. It sounds so much clearer. The S's are so much less like sizzly and harsh. Like tss, tss, all that shit is gone. Now, let's solo out the vocal and let's hear it soloed out. So all you're hearing is the vocal now. First, let's turn it off, and then I'll turn it on, and we'll hear how it gets cleaned up. Riding in that foreign car, whip it like I stole it. Just to come and spin your block, pussy, that's the motive. Bitch, I call it rapping, we gon' send you where your bros is. And I ain't trying to pull up, that's that spot is where the hose is. So it sounds good already. Like, you would not think that you could get that better. And then you turn this on, and then now listen to the S's and the harshness.
Riding in that foreign car, I whip it like I stole it. Just to come and spin your block, pussy, that's the motive. Bitch, I call it rap and we gon' send you where your bros is. And I ain't trying to pull up, that's that spot is where the hose is.
You can barely hear what it's doing. It's so transparent. It's incredible. And so I'm using both those plugins on my mix bus in mastering. So if you found this video helpful, like the video for me, subscribe to the channel, and comment below what you would do differently for your workflow in your mix bus. I know not everybody has the same type of thing going on, so yeah, let me know what you guys would do differently. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys want to check this template out, again, it is at mixedbyeddieofficial.com. I'll leave a link in the description below, and I hope to see you guys on the next video. I'm out of here.